Khan. And we are just having a great old chat with him. We decided, look, let's involve the listeners in our conversation. So, assalamu alaikum. How are you guys?
Walaikum salam. Great.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Bomanias.
So we're having a fun conversation,
Yes,
right?
it is a fun conversation. I mean, we've been having fun the whole day, I think.
I think so
But
too.
the
Yeah.
fireworks.
Oh, God. No, but that was somebody else.
But we
Very
were,
close to us.
we were lucky. It was part of the.
Yes, I know.
The ambiance.
Part of the fun,
Yeah.
part of the ambiance, of course.
The views and opinions.
Disclaimer.
I like that one.
So listen,
I like that one.
but look,
Well-
I mean, so Samia and I are about to go on stage, and Faisal is giving us a bit of a pep talk. I actually haven't done this before, so I'm a little bit nervous. Have you done this before?
Yes,
The
yes.
auction.
In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the second one. You do the first, and then you see what's going on.
So please tell me, so give me pointers. 'Cause I know you guys have done a fair amount of these. So for those of you who are just tuning in now, we're doing one of our outreach auctions. So we've got some exciting stuff planned. And if you know Sister Solia, she has,
Yep.
yeah, she's like the master of getting the stuff. So we, myself and Samia are going to be hosting it live on stage. I'm kind of nervous about the crowd because in Durban we know people will come and support these sort of things, right? And I'm not saying they won't in Joburg, but I mean, you never know.
Yeah, but in Durban, Brother Faisal, normally we get everything is gone.
Yes.
Everything. And sometimes you'll think like, would someone buy that for that price? And you'll have two people wanting it.
But let me tell you, the items we've got tonight are excellent. They've been sponsored by Capital A and the Capital Group, and there's some good high-end items there. And in Durban we have fun because the people know where their funds are going, where they are channeled. So just to tell, remind our listeners, I know you will be saying to me, but the listener listening to us in Durban, how the guys in Johannesburg know, we've got something called audio streaming. Okay, and this event has actually encouraged a lot of people to tune in via audio streaming, and of course social media as well. And all of these funds are going for a very, very, very worthy cause. We have our bread drive every day. We're giving out thousands of loaves of bread. We have our water drive where we're assisting people that have a water problem. In KZN, there's major water issues. I'm not discussing politics, so I know that's your forte.
I'm not
Yeah.
reading that cap
Yeah,
now.
of course. So we got the water drive. We are helping people with wheelchairs. We have our feeding schemes, and we've got
Our pensioners,
Yes.
old age homes, list just goes on and on.
Yes,
We
yes.
do a hell of a lot of
yes,
stuff.
there's a lot of work, alhamdulillah, and our outreach department is doing very well. We've now sort of extended it to Peter Maritzburg, and of course the outreach department in Peter Maritzburg under the care of Sister Huda Ahmed is also growing very rapidly, alhamdulillah. And we have lots of donors or sponsors rather for our various projects, so that ultimately the communities are the beneficiaries.
That's
And
going for a good cause.
It's for an
But
excellent
I
cause.
think you just touched on something that is actually an integral part of this conversation. So the reason why Al-Ansar Lakewood was even conceptualized in the first place was in order to expand our footprint. If you've ever heard our director, Mr. Ashfaq Daud, speak, he always talks about how this kind of fell into his lap. It was never what he planned to do. And look, he's a philanthropist. He does, but he's a very successful businessman. But Al-Ansar was never part of his plan. And when it fell into his lap, and former director, Mr. Joseph, told him, you're going to take over Al-Ansar one day. He never believed it. Like, if you've heard the story, if you've heard him speak, you've heard the story, right? And the goal, I think, was always to go national.
Yeah.
And I think Johannesburg is the next logical step. And then 786, you better watch out. We're coming for you in Cape Town.
It's on. But earlier on when I did a show, live on radio, I had Kautingalings asking me, do you want some history on Al-Ansar? And I went back, what was it, 1994?
94,
And I
95.
realized, like, gosh, you know what? Alhamdulillah,
We
the
own-
foundation has come so far. And the radio started basically the branding. 45 days a month? A year?
Yeah,
It
45
started
days a
off as
year.
a pop-up, right?
And remember the very first Nightline myself, Mohammed Wariawa did, not knowing what radio
On
was all
school
about.
day.
So you were the
Yes.
first
Yeah.
presenter on Radio Al-Ansar.
Yes.
An interesting thing. Sorry, Faisal was the first. Faisal was the first presenter, not only on Al-Ansar.
And Channel Islam.
Yeah, very interesting. But another. By the way, we
Yeah.
spoke about Cape
No,
Town
I'm
now.
not in CIA, I'm the oldest presenter.
He's the
not
oldest. Oh, okay.
oldest. Just get the terminology correct.
Listen,
thought you were young.
old is never a descriptor you want.
Most
I
fine.
know I made a joke about coming for Cape Town, but I actually have access to our social media, our Al Ansar social media. I was looking at the stats last night. Guess where we have our largest social media following from in the country?
Cape Town. Cape
More
Town.
than Durban, more than Joburg.
You
Alhamdulillah.
can't be
By more
serious.
than double. Wallahi. I'm not going to say the percentage. You must just guess.
No.
If you give the right number, I'll give you 50 rand.
For 50 Rand, you want to tackle our brain on a Saturday night. Come on, man. Come on.
And
But
we'll
on a
pay you in
serious note,
installments also.
on a serious note, what's the ratios like?
Um, you want me to say it out loud?
Yeah, yes, of
Okay.
course.
So the oh sure. Okay. Our following, South African following, it totals about 60% of our total following. There's 40% that from our foreigners. 27% is Cape Town.
Mm-hmm.
Durban is about 17. Gauteng is about 4.
Okay.
So 4%, yeah. But Cape Town predominantly loves Al Ansar's content, which is crazy because they've got great radio stations.
But you know, when you think about it, going back like 14, 15 years ago, when when I was doing all those matric and career seminars, Mandina Institute is based in Cape Town.
Yes.
They actually used to fly down, contact me to be part of that seminar.
Mhm.
And Alhamdulillah, you know what? Well, even our sheikh here, from where he's from, Cape Town.
you know
Syria.
what it is also?
He's from
I
Syria.
think
But,
that
but yeah, but also some of our sheikhs, Khatib and
he's
them,
actually
Yeah,
from,
from
They,
Cape Town.
they're based in
Pretoria.
Cape Town, yes.
yeah.
I think what it is that the uh, I think Islam thrives in Cape Town compared to
Alhamdulillah.
and it does in Durban as well. But this I'm not saying that it doesn't in Joburg, but I just think you can feel the difference.
You know, well, Islam started in Cape Town.
Yeah,
South
100%, yeah.
Africa.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. No, but Alhamdulillah, we are trying hard at Radio Ansar. And yes, our listenership is growing. It's growing nationally, Alhamdulillah. And of course, internationally. And I tell you why.
100%, yeah.
There's lots of expat people who have left Durban and they're overseas. And this brings them back home.
Yeah.
In fact, I think, Sumaya, you were at Umrah when you seen your taxi driver
Yeah,
listen to it.
I was so amazed. The guy was taking us around, to see Ziyarat, and he was listening to Al Ansar. For a moment, I thought maybe
That's
it's Arabic.
crazy, bro.
I think I even screenshot. For a moment, I thought, Al Ansar means not the helpers. I thought maybe just like Arabic. And then I see a picture of our logo. I was so amazed. I actually had to
Crazy.
take a picture of his phone. And he tells me he's been listening to Al Ansar for like years. And how he got it, by chance, when he found out
Yeah.
there was a radio station.
But listen,
Mhm.
as much as I want to carry on this conversation, Sumaya and I and Mr. Faisal MJ and Suleiman have to run across the way because we're going to be going live on stage. But fear not, we have not forgot about you. We will be live streaming the auction. We'll be starting just after 9. But look, bear in mind, there might be some logistical setup. It's all live. But I know Tobeka is here. She's got us covered and we will be live streaming. So stay tuned for that. But for now, guys, Jazakallah, this was really fun.
Jazakallah.
And yeah, stay tuned.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, we'll be with you very shortly. So let's listen to some nasheeds and we'll be with you.